Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Johnson on the counter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Barkley toss play left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens on one play have taken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's pulled in at the 32. Still on his feet. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. A little juke. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Second and 10 at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the 1st half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this 1st half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at about the 1.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A handoff, Barkley running left. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this.
And this is caught right along the sideline. Good job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st down, Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! That's caught. Ty Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. John Franklin Myers, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily there.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Jackson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, my friend, for the play.